Very good evening to everyone. We have our Honorable Union Minister. He has joined with us to shower his blessing along with other dignitaries from all the ASEAN countries, officials from MEA, from Ministry of Education, from AICTE. Everyone is here on the valedictory ceremony and the award ceremony for the grand finale of 3 days of mega event. I believe no one has seen like this ever before. 11 countries brainstorming together, so many students, so many evaluators, mentors, everybody. I really would like to thank from my end and would like to welcome you all. And without much ado, I would like to invite Shri Rakesh Ranjan, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Education, to please address the welcome, sir.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Namaskar and a very good evening to all of you. Barely a month ago, a group of about 330 children from different countries came together virtually. They don't know each other, they live in different time zones, speak different languages, though connected by the knowledge of English, and have very limited idea of cultural and educational norms and standards of each other. But they all had one thing in common, a desire and a zeal to work on common problems and issues being faced by all of us. The online hackathon brought them all together in the best spirit of unity in diversity. Today, we have gathered for the D-Day, the much awaited award ceremony, to acknowledge the efforts of the young participants and to encourage them. I take this opportunity to welcome Dr. S. Jaishankar, Honorable Minister of External Affairs, Government of India, who, due to other engagements, could not make it to the event today, but has sent his message for all of us. His support and the support of the Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India, as well as our missions in the ASEAN countries, has been a pillar of strength for all of us all along. It's a great pleasure for me to welcome our Honorable Minister of Education, Government of India, Shri Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank. Sir, our entire innovation team is very grateful to you for the continuous guidance and support we received from you. This entire event would not have been possible without the active participation and support of all the ASEAN countries. It is a privilege and honor for me to welcome excellencies from the ASEAN countries. His Excellency Mr. Haji Suleiman, Honorable Minister of Education from Brunei. His Excellency Chia Wandet, Honorable Minister of Post and Telecommunications for the Kingdom of Cambodia. Her Excellency Datuk Seri Dr. Loreni Ahmad, Honorable Minister of Higher Education for Malaysia. His Excellency Mr. Gregorio Onasel, Secretary, Department of Information and Communication Technology, Philippines. His Excellency Mr. Lawrence Wong, Honorable Minister of Education for Singapore. His Excellency Dr. Anek Lauthama That, Honorable Minister of Higher Education, Science, Research and Innovation for Thailand. His Excellency Professor Nizam, Honorable Director General of Higher Education of Ministry of Education and Culture for Indonesia. His Excellency Dr. Phut Sima Long, Honorable Deputy Minister of Education and Sports, Laos. His Excellency Mr. Nguyen Van Phuc, Honorable Deputy Minister of Education and Training, Vietnam. Sir, a very warm welcome to you, all excellencies. I would also like to take this opportunity to express our deepest sense of gratitude towards all the ASEAN countries and their respective nodal centers. They answered the clarion call of India and allotted their best and brightest students and mentors for this initiative. I would also like to welcome our innovation team led by Professor Anil Sahasrabudhe, Honorable Chairman AICTE, and very ably supported by Professor MP Punia, Vice Chairman AICTE, and Dr. Abhay Jere, Chief Innovation Officer, Ministry of Education, and his other team members. Continuous cooperation and support given by our ministries of ports, shipping and waterways, and other associate agencies like Indian Coast Guard, ICCR, and many others who helped us figure out the problem statements worthy of these students and provided evaluators to judge their prowess as well. The efforts taken by mentors from India and ASEAN countries and our evaluators alike deserve our praise. Our partners from Singapore, Nanyang Technical University, have helped in training the participants and efforts taken by Dr. Alex and team, which are very much appreciable. I welcome them all. Last, but definitely not the least, I welcome all the participants, mentors, evaluators, and collaborators who have all put in great efforts to solve the problems faced by us in the field of blue economy, coastal security, and education. Dear participants, many of you have come up with such innovative and great solutions to the problems and issues common to all the ASEAN countries that even our evaluators, who are experienced people from the field of blue economy and other problem statements, were amazed by your work. We, as our seniors, assure you that we will always be supportive when you come together for a noble cause, for a common goal, and for the betterment of the mankind. With these words, a very warm welcome to you all once again for the award ceremony for the first ASEAN India Hackathon. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, Rakesh sir. I would now like to invite Professor Anil Sahasrabudhe, Chairman AICTE, to address the August gathering, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Namaskar. Welcome to this first ever award ceremony for ASEAN India Hackathon, which was started off exactly 3 days ago, and then it is now the concluding session. Honorable Chief Guest for today's function, Minister for Education, Government of India, Sri Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank, Minister of External Affairs, Government of India, Sri S. Jaishankar, our other colleague ministers from different countries of ASEAN, starting with Brunei, His Excellency Yang Berhormat Dato Seri Setia Awang Haji Hamzah bin Haji Sulaiman, Chia Wandet, team coach, Professor Nizam, Associate Professor Dr. Foot Sibalawong, Datuk Seri Dr. Naurani Ahmad, Drogeria B. Onasan, Lawrence Wong, Dr. Anek Laut Mathak, Nguyen Van Phuc, all these excellencies who have come here on this very important occasion of award ceremony of the first ever ASEAN India Hackathon. Our own colleagues from the Ministry of Education, Sri Rakesh Ranjan, Dr. Abhay Jere, Dr. Punia, and all other delegates from all the ASEAN countries, India, Ministry of Education, Ministry of External Affairs, dear participants, 330 students, and then 90 mentors, 34 jury were all associated with us today. You have all done one of the wonders in this world. Because in a time when there was crisis of corona, COVID crisis, despite barriers of time zone, despite barrier of the COVID itself, the language barrier, the preparedness, some of you were the first timers, ever not heard of hackathon itself, understanding each other, their culture, the difference in the time zone, creating friendship amongst you all, and then collaborating to provide solutions to some of the most important challenging problems, not only of ASEAN countries, but the rest of the world as well. I think congratulations to all students who have been associated with that. We are going to announce there are 11 problem statements. For each problem statement, one winner and one runner-up with a prize money of $2,700 and $1,500. But all other participating teams, which were 54 in number, remaining those teams, we are going to also give them appreciation and $600 each. But interestingly, the problems chosen were of blue economy. The entire Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, and even remaining oceans of the world, they all face these same challenges. Whether it is marine litter, we all know that the plastic which we use is all thrown into the seas and then comes to the oceans. And in these oceans, it creates huge problem for our fishes. And therefore, fishery is going to be affected. And through the use of technology, that is taking the pictures, image processing, and how we identify where this litter is accumulated more, and what are the possible technologies that we can clear it. I think this is a very important problem which our students have taken up. We all know about oil spills, and this creates pollution in the ocean, again affecting the sea life. And some of these problem statements related with oil spills, detecting its volume, how to overcome that, how to clear that, these are all very interesting problems. We all talk about energy, solar power. Sea is one of the best places to extract power. There is no inhibition. And students have done a wonderful job in order to extract that solar power from out of the ocean. Fishing is very important. Which area has more fishes, where we should not go in watch season. All of this is also important, which can be studied through the image processing using artificial intelligence, machine learning, solutions can be done. The next important problem is during the times of coming to the port, there are possibilities of collisions because of traffic congestion. So through again image processing, knowing the incoming ships from a long distance, how do we avoid traffic congestion on one side as well as avoidance of the collision on the other side. Security is very important. There are sometimes fugitives, piracy ships which just enter into our seas and our entire national security is jeopardized. How we can detect such ships well in advance and take precautionary measures. I think students have done a wonderful job in this as well. There are a lot of perishable goods which are carried and which ships probably need to be given priority so that we will be able to get these goods on time so that preservatives are not required. I think these are all very, very real problems using blockchain, using variety of logistics. These are all blue economy problems and our students have done that. And since they're all students, we had also challenged them that how our education system itself can be improved. And today, during pandemic, conduct of examination, especially the proctored examination, is becoming important. And some of the groups of students have solved this problem of remote controlled examination with proctoring from a distance. I think kudos to all these students, a lot of collaboration. I'm sure you all developed friendship, you understood each other's culture, and in the years to come, when these solutions are implemented, and your nations will see that whatever you did, your contribution has made a change in the lives of the people. I think that's a great inspiration to all of you. My congratulations to all of you. And I thank all of you to join us for this first ever, what is known as ASEAN India Hackathon, which was announced by our Honorable Prime Minister in one of the India-Singapore hackathons. And that was with the NTU Singapore. And I thank the team of NTU Singapore for taking this forward to expand the base to ASEAN countries. And I'm sure this is not the first one. We will continue to have ASEAN hackathons year after year and solve many other global challenges for the betterment of mankind. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, Professor Anil Sahasrabudhe, Chairman AICTE. Now I would like to invite the address by the dignitaries of ASEAN countries. For some of them, we have the pre-recorded messages because of their earlier engagements. And few of us, we have the speakers there. I'd like to begin with His Excellency Yang Berhormat Dato Seri Setia Awang Haji Hamza bin Haji Suleiman from Brunei. Video message is to be played.
Excellency Shri Narendra Modi, the Honorable Prime Ministers of the Republic of India, Your Excellency Ministers and esteemed dignitaries, respective guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Let me first congratulate the Government of the Republic of India through the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of External Affairs of India and ASEAN for the successful convening of this prestigious event. It is of a great opportunity to be able to participate in such an event. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, ASEAN and the Republic of India have established a long-standing partnership in many areas. This includes cooperation in human resource development, people-to-people contacts, and education. I'm confident that an event such as this ASEAN-India Hackathon will further strengthen the collaboration and deepen the cooperation between the Republic of India and ASEAN. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this hackathon, being the first of its kind hosted under the ASEAN-India partnership, has provided our younger generation with an opportunity to address common issues and problems with solutions which are innovative, creative, and sustainable. I believe collaborative events such as this will build upon our new generation skills on teamwork, interaction, and communication, as well as working in a highly demanding and diverse environment. As the use of online platform is on the rise due to the pandemic, this virtual hackathon has proven to be timely. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge all of the participating teams consisting of students and their mentors in this online hackathon from ASEAN and the Republic of India. I hope all of the knowledge and skills gained throughout this event would become a valuable experience to all. I would also like to offer my warmest congratulations to our well-deserved winners. The winners' admirable efforts and perseverance towards this achievement deserve to be honored. I hope this will open up more opportunities for our younger generation to acquire knowledge and skill relevant to the fourth industrial revolution era. To this end, I look forward to many more events in the future to enhance further cooperation and collaboration between ASEAN and the Republic of India in the years to come. Thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much, His Excellency Minister of Education, Brunei. I would now like to invite His Excellency Pandit, Minister of Post and Telecommunication from Cambodia.
Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to express my sincere thanks to the Government of India for excellent arrangement of ASEAN-India Hackathon. This event is a very good initiative made by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, which provides opportunity to students and skilled entrepreneurs of India and ASEAN member states to learn from each other through exchange ideas, problem solving, tech development and management, business perspective, leadership and collaboration on projects. This event is also a platform to connect our young talent and entrepreneurs in the region for future collaboration and partnership. I would like to congratulate all the participants in this event for the great future achievement. I strongly believe that creative and innovative solutions in each project made of our brilliant students from India and ASEAN member states will benefit to efficiency, enhancement, knowledge, business, opportunities, as well as socio-economic development, especially through IT solutions. I believe those ideas would be transformed into startup business with financial support from respective government and interested stakeholders. Recently, we established Academy of Digital technology. This academy will feature 3 institutes, each focusing on ICT training for students. Digital governance upskilling for government officials and tech research and development. We look forward to more collaborations with universities and research institutes of India and ASEAN member states through exchange program, academic visits, joint research, as well as e-library. Lastly, I wish Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, good health and great success in all your endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you so much, His Excellency, Minister Chia Wande, Minister of Post and Telecommunications. I would now like to invite, we have a pre-recorded message from Her Excellency, Datuk Seri Dr. Noorani Ahmed, Honorable Minister of Higher Education, Malaysia.
A very good evening to all. On behalf of the Government of Malaysia, I wish to extend my most profound appreciation to the Government of India for inviting me to the ASEAN-India Hackathon valedictory ceremony. It is indeed a great pleasure to be here today to witness an incredible event put together with great enthusiasm shown by all our dearest participants and mentors from India and all ASEAN member states. Last year, when COVID-19 was declared a global pandemic, it was indeed a great challenge for all of us, especially to ensure that all basic necessities can be fulfilled without compromising essential elements like education. Today, I can proudly say that we all have done a great job in utilizing online platforms, not only for educational purposes, but also for promoting opportunities for youth to develop themselves further. For that, I wish to congratulate the Government of India for organizing such a great event. I am sure all participants and mentors have gained invaluable experience throughout the program. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to note that 30 participants from 16 Malaysian higher education institutions have been selected to participate in the ASEAN-India Hackathon. I am proud of them for their achievements and for being among the pioneers of the program. In Malaysia, we disseminate the program information to both the public and private higher education institutions to ensure all students have equal access to the program. As the result, bright students from 11 public and 5 private higher education institutions were selected to represent Malaysia in this unique program. I wish to take this opportunity to highlight some of the advantages of this program. First, encouraging and providing opportunities for aspiring youth to experience cross-border collaboration for nurturing better understanding on the global societal challenges and concerns. Second, providing the platform on helping the nations to develop awareness regarding the importance of innovation and sustainable approaches towards creating a better future. Third, equipping youth with advanced engineering and problem-solving skills to increase employability and entrepreneurship. Fourth, encouraging students to explore technology-based startups that can further contribute in economic independence of the nations, as well as creating more job opportunities. And fifth, inculcating and installing global citizenship values to the students in order to achieve global prominence. In Malaysia, as part of our strategic plan to move forward, MOHI developed the Malaysia Education Blueprint 2015-2025 higher education and set our path in framing Malaysian higher education 4.0. We are now embarking on the second phase of Higher Education Blueprint 2015-2025. Among the 10 shifts in the blueprint, the first shift is producing holistic, entrepreneurial, and balanced graduates. Students cannot be confined only to lectures in classrooms anymore. Our participation in this program is one of the ways for us to encourage our students to be more holistic and creative. What's more, this program has an international participation as an added bonus. The seventh shift in our blueprint is innovation ecosystem. Malaysia aspires to make innovation a major driver of national economic growth. The COVID-19 pandemic has caused our conventional economic activity to grind to a halt. We must now shift to unconventional economic activities such as gig economy, freelancing, and embracing the fourth industrial revolution to reboot our economy. Last year, in support of the blueprint and to address the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, we have launched the Penjana KPT CAP, or Career Advancement Program. This program is specifically tailor-made to future-proof our graduates through reskilling and upskilling of our unemployed graduates and affected labor force. In addition to that, we have also established a one-stop center portal known as Graduate Reference Hub for Employment and Training, or in short, GRADE, as part of our effort in anticipating the future of work and competencies required. Ladies and gentlemen, I am convinced that the implementation and program would continue to benefit our youth, especially in equipping them with the relevant knowledge and a broad range of skills that would be useful for their personal development and future employability. Finally, as one of the ASEAN member states, Malaysia stands ready to support any programs that are mutually beneficial for the future generations. I hope that this program will continue to develop and become one of the ASEAN's flagship programs involving students of higher education institutions. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I would now like to invite His Excellency Gregorio B. Honasan II, Secretary, Department of Information and Communication Technology. We'll have his pre-recorded message from Philippines.
Community, Sri Narendra Modi, Honorable Prime Minister of India, and Professor Anil Sahasrabudhe, Chairman, All India Council for Technical Education, to our honorable ministers and officials from the Government of India, Dr. Abhay Jere, Sri Yanjay Dotre, Sri Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank, Sri Rakesh Ranjan, Sri Amit Kare, and Dr. S. Jaisankar, to our hackathon participants, students, ambassadors, guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very pleasant day to you all. An unprecedented challenge requires an equally novel solution, and there is no doubt that we are living through a time of rapid change and disruption. With the increasing complexity of global relations, and as regional concerns are affected by the state of the world economy, we need to leverage information and communications technology solutions more than ever. Moreover, we need to think about how these technology-based solutions will address socially relevant issues. The interconnected problems facing our larger society call for new approaches to sustainable development. It demands that innovation push the new agenda's implementation. We also need to factor in ecological and sustainability concerns as we pursue the benefits of a digital economy. We are still in the midst of a global pandemic that is pushing the scientific community to tread on unknown ground to formulate effective solutions for the world to move forward. To these novel challenges and problems before us, there are no set answers, predetermined instructions, or prior formulas, only problem-solving creativity and innovation at their finest. To some, facing the unknown is daunting, but to the brave few, it is a rewarding and fulfilling experience. Today, we recognize the efforts of our hackathon participants who bravely responded to this call for action. For 3 days, you all worked diligently to build solutions that will add significant value to the information and communications technology sector. Your outputs are not just models, but are the result of regional balance and the melding of your respective nations' best practices. We are thankful that you chose to share your ideas with a larger community. I'm also thankful for this opportunity to witness the collaborative work among the organizers in finding innovative and sustainable solutions to some of the biggest problems of today. Your commitment to empowering the ASEAN-India Hackathon youth participants to be confident in their ability to solve challenges is a win for us all. It is truly inspiring to see everyone come together to advance the fields of education and science and technology as the world gradually bounces back from the effect of the coronavirus. Indeed, this dedication to craft and excel in ICT solutions with social relevance is clearly seen in these efforts from all corners of the ASEAN region and India. On behalf of the Department of Information Communications Technology, allow me to congratulate our student participants, teams, and mentors for their tireless dedication these past 3 days. Your efforts will surely spark more innovation in the international IT community and inspire others to forge uncharted paths. For our part, we will do our best to build a better society that will allow you, our youth and future, to acquire a greater capacity to explore new ideas, think on your feet, and pursue your passion to help the community. Together, let us strive to become a dynamic and innovative force that will propel the regional ICT agenda through 2021 and beyond. Thank you and mabuhay.
Thank you so much. Now I would like to invite His Excellency Mr. Lawrence Wong, Minister of Education, Singapore. We'll have his pre-recorded message.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Excellencies Dr. Jaishankar and Dr. Pokhriyal, distinguished guests, colleagues, friends, ladies and gentlemen. I thank the Indian Ministry of Education for organizing this inaugural ASEAN-India Hackathon. This is a noteworthy feat. Not only is it the first time that a hackathon of this scale involving India and other ASEAN member states is being undertaken, but substantial adjustments also had to be made for the hackathon to take place virtually. My heartiest congratulations on getting this off the ground. Back in 2018, Prime Minister Modi had raised the excellent idea of a Singapore-India hackathon, which my Prime Minister accepted right away. My predecessor, Mr. Ong Ye Kung, in education, helped to get it started. There have been 2 successful editions since. The first edition, which was held here in Singapore, had Team Singapore competing with Team India. The second edition, which took place in Chennai in 2019, adopted a more collaborative format, with students from both sides working in mixed teams and learning from one another. I'm happy to see that this year's hackathon has expanded on the spirit of collaboration by involving participants not just from India and Singapore, but also from other ASEAN countries. Indeed, in these unprecedented times, the need for greater cross-border collaboration and innovation has never been more crucial. Since the outbreak of the pandemic, people all over the world have been working tirelessly on solutions to COVID-19. We have been sharing our experiences and findings. What works, what are the unexpected pitfalls, and we are all trying to learn from one another. Thanks to a strong and concerted global response, COVID-19 vaccines have been successfully developed and brought to market at an extraordinary speed. This has given all of us a key enabler for some return to normalcy. At some point, this pandemic will pass. But other challenges which can be of a similar or even greater scale will continue to confront us. For example, climate change remains an existential threat that countries cannot ignore. How can we apply the same levels of initiative, collaboration, and innovation in tackling COVID-19 to address such global issues? My hope is that through initiatives like the ASEAN-India Hackathon, we can continue to inculcate a strong, collaborative, problem-solving mindset amongst our youth and excite them, inspire them to look into the many other pressing challenges that lie ahead. To the participants, I hope that you've had a positive experience working with your peers over the past few weeks and gained a better appreciation of the value of cross-cultural collaboration in bringing new perspectives and ideas. One silver lining of this pandemic is that technology has made it easier for us to connect virtually. I encourage all of you to stay in touch with your newfound friends, keep the ideas and exchanges flowing, and continue channeling your idealism positively. In closing, I would like to extend my congratulations once again to everyone who has been part of the inaugural ASEAN-India Hackathon on a job well done. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, His Excellency Mr. Lawrence Wong. I would now like to invite His Excellency Dr. Anek Laut Mathap from Thailand, Minister, Ministry Higher Education, Science, Research and Innovation. We have his pre-recorded message.
Excellencies, Dr. Subramaniam Jaishankar, Minister of External Affairs of India, Shri Ramesh Pokhriyal, Minister of Education of India, distinguished dignitaries, ASEAN-India youngsters and mentors, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great honor and pleasure to address all of you at the ASEAN-India Hackathon 2021 today. I would like to congratulate each and every participant. You have all been rewarded with new experiences, friendship, and opportunity to exchange ideas with the best minds of ASEAN and India. The 36-hour competitive training has shown that you can overcome any challenges to design your own future, utilizing this platform with necessary knowledge and skill. As you know, Hackathon is an innovative approach to generate new ideas. it has increasingly become a significant platform for the young generations in our region to connect and innovate. The diversity of participants brings a multitude of perspectives, while the time limit creates a productive atmosphere that propels participants to distill their visionary concepts down to actionable solutions. These are the main reasons why Thailand includes the Mega Hackathon and the role of youth in her higher education policy. This year, we are launching the so-called Startup Thailand League 2021 with an aim to engage more than 8,000 students across the nation and expect to reach 400 business ideas to run startups. To me, this project has provided excellent opportunities for everyone to learn from and share with one another, both in similar and different ideas. Tolerance and patience is a definitely solid foundation to mutual understanding and peaceful coexistence between ASEAN and India. I believe that these valuable experiences will help you to feel the strength of our regional network, to feel that we share common cultures and visions. Thus, not only does this event benefit you individually, it is also crucial for ASEAN-India partnership and cooperation. To all participants, be very ready and confident to explore this changing world further. Be leaders and inspire your friends and colleagues. Stand out as a role model for your generation. Finally, congratulations and best wish to the winners of the ASEAN-India Hackathon 2021 and other participants for making this event meaningful. Thanks and appreciation goes to all seen and unseen for making it a success. I am confident that in addition to the intellectual gains, we are building a stronger learning community, igniting further curiosity, along with closer collaboration and friendship. Thank you very much. ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you so much, His Excellency Dr. Anek Lautmat. Now we would be moving in further. I would like to invite His Excellency Associate Professor Dr. Phut Simalawong, Deputy Minister, Minister of Education and Sports, Lao PDF.
Excellency Siri Ramesh Pokhiyan Nisang, Minister of Education, the Government of India, Excellency Dr. Jaisankar, External Affairs Minister, Honorable Dr. Siri Amit Kaur, Secretary Ministry of Education, Professor Anil Saharasbatar, Chairman of All India Council for Technical Education, Excellency Ministers from ASEAN member states, our ASEAN and Indian students, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor and privilege to be invited to the ASEAN-India Hackathon 2021 prize distribution ceremony today. On behalf of the Minister of Education and Sports of Lao PDR, I would like to express my sincere congratulations to the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Education, Innovation, Cell, the Government of India, and member of the India Council for the Technical Education for the successful hosting the ASEAN India Hackathon 2021 over last week. Excellency delegates, ladies and gentlemen, as you already know, that ASEAN Indian Hackathon was established to provide an opportunity to ASEAN and Indian students to advance their economic development through collaboration in education, science, and technology, exchange their thought and on the leadership, work and collaborate on projects and share their diverse skills to learn from each other's strengths and share their other culture, value, and work ethics. Over 3 days, students from the National University of Laos were among the students who participated in ASEAN India Hackathon 2021. This was great opportunity for us to assemble with other ASEAN and Indian students to share their academic skill through practical problem solving. We hope as future leaders that our students continue to work and learn together to solve the collective development challenge we experience. These events are proof that nothing can be stopped us now, and our capacity to collaborate and build connection that will support the development of our region for the generation to come. Once again, I would like to congratulate the winning team and all participants for the effort. I'm sure that you will take away the new friendship and experiences. We have highly valued this opportunity and hope for closer collaboration between the Laopedia and the Republic of India as an ASEAN India. I hope future events will continue to strengthen our valuable friendship. In conclusion, my wish Your Excellencies, honorable guests, and participants, good health and great success. And for our students, good luck and best wish for your bright future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I would now like to invite His Excellency Dr. Nguyen Van Phuc, Deputy Minister, Minister of Education and Training, Vietnam.
Thank you. His Excellency Sri Ramesh Pokhriyal-Nishank, Honorable Minister of Education India, Excellencies ASEAN Education Ministers, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, on behalf of the Ministry of Education and Training of Vietnam, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the Ministry of Education of India and the Ministry of External Affairs India for co-organizing the ASEAN India Hackathon and its first ever virtual prize distribution ceremony. This ASEAN India Hackathon creates a platform for youngsters all over ASEAN and India to work together across borders for better understanding the challenges we are facing and working toward finding solutions. This is an excellent opportunity for students to come up with ideas and collaborative research. Convened in the context of the COVID-19 pandemic, which has exerted unprecedented impacts on society and economy, and raised major concerns about the mission of education The hackathon is very timely with its chosen themes, blue economy and education. More than ever, we need efficient solutions and timely interventions for the sustainable development of the labor force and the smooth continuity of international education. This event like this is essential for promoting clarity and awareness to the ongoing disruption that education systems are facing and helping students to become resilient. On this important event, I would like to congratulate the top three winning teams as well as to applaud the efforts of more than 300 students and 100 mentors who took part in the hackathon. The hackathon has brought us together 32 Vietnamese students and 10 Vietnamese mentors with other students and mentors from other ASEAN countries and India. Over the last 36 hours non-stop, we have overcome the language barrier, the time zone differences, and the uncertainties due to the COVID-19 and gained new friendships, new skills, and experiences. This is not a competition, but rather a valuable opportunity for youngsters in ASEAN countries and India to collaborate, exchange, and learn about each other cultures and values. Again, congratulations to all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of Education and Training of Vietnam has always prioritized the cooperation with other ASEAN countries and India. We will continue to join hands with you in order to contribute to the development of cooperation in education in the region. Taking this opportunity, I once again would like to thank and express our sincere thanks to the government of India and all those who have contributed to the successful organization of this important event. I wish all of you good health and happiness. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, His Excellency, Deputy Minister Nguyen Van Phuoc from Vietnam. Now I would like our Minister of External Affairs, Dr. S. Jaishankar, to address the august audience, and we have his pre-recorded message. Please.
Yal Nishangji, ministers and dignitaries from ASEAN member states, Brunei, Cambodia, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia, Laos, PDR, and Vietnam. Excellencies, distinguished guests, and young participants from ASEAN and India. It is a matter of great pride that despite the restrictions and disruptions posed by the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, we have been able to successfully organize the ASEAN-India Hackathon on such a grand scale. A hackathon offers a unique platform to our youngsters to put their minds and energies together and leverage technology to come up with novel solutions to complex problems facing us. It is an excellent means to inculcate cooperative spirit among the participants and also exposes them to diverse viewpoints, cultures, and work ethics cutting across national boundaries. When the problems facing us are global, the solutions must also be truly collaborative and multilateral. Now, this has been amply demonstrated by the current pandemic, which has underlined the importance of working together to address common challenges that do not respect national boundaries. In this time of need, India has come forward to share its capabilities in vaccine developments and pharmaceuticals with the rest of the world. I'm therefore delighted to be part of this great initiative, which is the very embodiment of what we can achieve by working together. ASEAN-India Youth Cooperation forms a key component of ASEAN-India Strategic Partnership. The hackathon complements our other ongoing youth-centric initiatives. We have engaged more than 2,500 ASEAN youth over the past decade under the student exchange programs. This is in addition to special courses for young ASEAN diplomats, exchange programs for young farmers, media exchange programs, and programs for young parliamentarians. I'm happy to note that The blue economy is one of the two selected themes for this hackathon. ASEAN and India are maritime neighbors. The seas have indeed played an important role in the exchange of people, ideas, and material goods between India and Southeast Asia, not now, but throughout history. The salience of maritime domain has further enhanced as our reliance on oceans as providers of resources, reservoirs of biodiversity, highways of global trade, and frontiers of scientific research has increased. And as new tools have come at our disposal for harnessing the seas. India has identified cooperation in the maritime domain as a priority under the ASEAN-India Strategic Partnership. Development of coastal infrastructure, protection of marine ecosystems, sustainable harnessing of marine resources, and providing sustained and gainful livelihoods to coastal communities are of topical interest to both ASEAN and to India. The second theme of the hackathon, education, is also highly relevant. Recognizing the important role of education in effectively and constructively channelizing the energy of our youth, it has been identified as one of the central elements of the India-ASEAN Strategic Partnership. It is in this context that a program to grant 1,000 PhD fellowships to ASEAN students at our prestigious Indian Institutes of Technology, IITs, was launched in 2019 with a budget outlay of $45 million. The program underlines the importance we accord to education in our partnership with ASEAN. Weaving together the two priority areas of cooperation into problem statements provides added relevance to this hackathon. It is an event where cooperation is more important than the competition, and the hard work and team spirit are more important than just winning. Let me take this opportunity to commend and applaud all the participants. The past 3 days were full of creativity and teamwork, and I'm sure that the rich experience that all of you have gained will further open the gates to progress. I am thankful to the Ministry of Education, nodal agencies in ASEAN countries, and our missions abroad for pulling together to make this massive exercise possible and for organizing this event successfully. Let me conclude by thanking all the distinguished guests for sparing their valuable time, for gracing the occasion, and most of all, let me thank the participants without whom this would not have happened so well.
Thank you so much, our Minister of External Affairs. Now moving forward, it's a time. Now don't worry, we are not going to announce the results so soon. We are going to come up with the testimonials from the participants, their mentors or the evaluators, what they say about their experiences for ASEAN India Hackathon. Please.
Okay. It's good to be a part of ASEAN India Hackathon. Technology with collaboration works well in national development. Representing country on this podium will motivate others to work in direction where innovation can happen. Thank you.
My name is Manfred Michael and I'm from Indonesia. I'm currently studying in Gunadarma University. And I'm gonna tell about my experience that I'm having in this ASEAN India Hackathon. In this hackathon, I'm experiencing a very unique experience that I have never had because I'm working with people from different countries and different culture.
So hi everyone, I'm Shannon from the number 1537 for this year's ASEAN Indian Hackathon. So for my experience, at first, most of us, including me, are confused, but eventually I learned many things outside my field and improved my field as well, which is in line with the business and management.
Hi everyone, my name is Ain Hazwani from Malaysia. So my experience in this hackathon is very challenging to me, and my first time hackathon that involving all Asian country. So what we will give benefits to me and also my country is it's about the data analytics and also the diversion to the 5G. So as we all know, Malaysia is slowly going into 5G and data analytics. So from our team problem statement, I think I will try to solve and also can learn more in 5G and also data analytics and also in machine learning to help my country and also my culture.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Ivy Margia from Malaysia. So, my experience on Asian India Hackathon is very remarkable for me to start my 2021 as we are exploring new things about fishing and blue economy, especially when it is something that unknown and unusual for us as a cybersecurity student to explore for illegal, unreported, and also unregulated fishing.
Hello everyone, I'm Risma Jalawardani from Indonesia and as the representative from Team 42. This is my first time joining a hackathon and this is a whole new experience for me. But I guess okay, that is an amazing opportunity and once in a lifetime experience. This hackathon also teaches me that good teamwork requires communication. With communication, even though we do everything virtually and we all have different time zones, all those obstacles could be handled with communication. Well, my problem statement in this hackathon is blockchain in logistics. I believe this will bring a very good impact for my country, Indonesia.
Hi guys, I'm Georgia from Myanmar. My name is Ton Natiniu. So I've been in this ASEAN India hackathon with my 5 amazing teammates, and I think this hackathon has just given me a lot of things. My teammates have been nothing but supportive the entire in my goal.
Hi guys, my name is Susan Wen and I'm from Myanmar. First of all, let me say I'm so glad to be a participant of this competition, and actually we got many experience and difficulties from this competition. And my first difficulty is language barrier. Language is like a barrier for me, but now I'm okay with my language and I'm connecting with my team members and every day. Okay, so actually not only difficult but also super good experience as well we got. And I have a plan to share my experience and the difficulty from this ASEAN India hackathon to my young people in my country.
Hi, I'm Emma Soriano and I'm from the Philippines. The ASEAN India Hackathon has taught me a lot about how to collaborate with other people, and I believe this skill is going to be very beneficial for me in the future. It's so great learning how to work well with other people I have not even met, just here.
Then another one is coming up, and it's like so many enthusiastic students and participants we have. We have another one in queue.
Organizers of the ASEAN India Hackathon 2021. I congratulate the Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell and thank them for inviting Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services of the Ministry of Earth Sciences to be part of this important initiative. Oceans are extremely important for sustaining life on the planet. They regulate the weather and climate. They are an important source of food, biodiversity.
As said, and we are receiving messages back to back that need to announce the awards. And my apologies to the mentors. It's always the time being the guiding force. We need to, cut short your videos, and we are moving forward. Now, I'd like to invite Dr. Abhay to declare the winners as well, and we will have a presentation simultaneously. We'll have a small teaser, and then we'll have the declaration problem statement by problem statement, who are the winners and who are the runner-ups.
Okay. So we will go ahead.
Yes, we have the PS1.
Huh?
Coming up. Yes.
So we are now going to proceed with announcing the actual winners for this ASEAN India Hackathon. For problem statement 1, the winning team is Team 23, which will receive prize money of $2,700 US, while the runner-up team is Team 45. Moving to problem statement 2, the winning team is 2, and the runner-up team is Team 24. Moving to the third problem statement, the winning team is Team 14, while runner-up team is Team 25. The fourth problem statement was on fishing boat activity clustering. The winning team is 4, while the runner-up team is Team 26. Team 5, or problem statement 5, sorry, on flagging of AIS inactivity data. The winning team is Team 49, while the runner-up team is Team 38. Problem statement number 6, automated animal detection. The winning team is Team 28, and the runner-up team is Team 6. For problem statement number 7, traffic management in coastal regions, winning team is team 7, while runner-up team is team 40. For problem statement number 8, enhancing coastal security, the winning team is team 8, while the runner-up team is team 19. For problem statement number 9, blockchain using for coastal logistics, winning team is 42, while the runner-up team is 53. For problem statement number 10, for preventing piracy by giving alerts to ships, the winning team is team 10, while runner-up team is team 21. And finally, for problem statement 11, which was for designing online remote proctoring system, the winning team is team 44, while the runner-up team is team 22. So congratulations to all the winners and runner-ups. But more importantly, each and every team which has participated in this ASEAN India Hackathon will get some prize, and all the other teams apart from winners will get enhancement prize of $600. So thank you very much. Congratulations to all.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jere, and heartiest congratulations to all the participants. Thanks to their mentors and evaluators as well. Moving on, I would now like to invite the guest of the day, our Union Minister, Shri Ramesh Pokhriyal-ji Nishank, Honorable Minister of Education, Government of India, to please address the August gathering, sir. Sir, please.
भारत के यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की प्रेरणा से आयोजित आज की इस ऐतिहासिक आसियान इंडो हैकाथॉन में उपस्थित सभी अतिथियों का मैं स्वागत कर रहा हूं। इस अवसर पर हमारे साथ जुड़े भारत के यशस्वी मंत्री डॉक्टर एस जयशंकर जी, विदेश मंत्री भारत सरकार, हिज एक्सेलेंसी हाजी सुलेमान जी, माननीय शिक्षा मंत्री ब्रुनेई, हिज एक्सेलेंसी श्री चिया वांडेट, माननीय डाक और दूरसंचार मंत्री कंबोडिया, हर एक्सेलेंसी दातुक सेरी डॉक्टर नोरैनी अहमद, माननीय उच्च शिक्षा मंत्री मलेशिया, His Excellency Sri Gregorio Honasan II, Mani Secretary Department of Information Communication Technology Philippines, His Excellency Sri Lawrence Wong, Mani Shiksha Mantri Singapore, His Excellency Dr. Anek Lauthmathat, Mani Shiksha Mantri Thailand, His Excellency Dr. Food Simma Laong, माननीय उपमंत्री शिक्षा खेल मंत्रालय लाओस, His Excellency Nguyen Van Phuc, माननीय उपमंत्री शिक्षा प्रशिक्षण मंत्रालय वियतनाम, मेरे साथ जुड़े AICTE के चेयरमैन प्रोफेसर अनिल सहस्रबुद्धे, हमारी विदेश सचिव सुश्री रेवा गांगुली दास, पूर्व सचिव विदेश, पूर्व की जो सचिव हैं वो लगातार हमारे साथ जुड़ी हुई हैं, शिक्षा मंत्रालय के अपर सचिव राकेश रंजन जी, मुख्य नवाचार अधिकारी शिक्षा मंत्रालय डॉक्टर अभय जेरे, सभी पूरे विदेश मंत्रालय, शिक्षा मंत्रालय और आसियान देशों के सभी अधिकारी, सभी छात्र, सभी प्रतिभागी, मैं आप सबका इस बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण कार्यक्रम में आपका अभिनंदन कर रहा हूं, मैं आपका स्वागत कर रहा हूं। मैं पहले आसियान भारत हैकाथॉन की सफलतापूर्वक संपन्न करने के लिए सभी को बहुत बहुत बधाई देना चाहता हूं। पिछले 3 दिनों से सभी 54 टीमों ने 11 समस्याओं पर बहुत ही मेहनत की है। मुझे ज्यूरी और मेंटर्स ने जो अवगत कराया है कि वो इस हैकाथॉन के दौरान प्रतिभागियों द्वारा किए गए काम की गुणवत्ता और प्रखरता से काफ़ी खुश है। आज के वैश्विक महामारी के दौर में जिसने नई चुनौतियों के साथ साथ मानव जाति के लिए नए अवसरों को भी प्रस्तुत किया है, ऐसे समय में आप सबका जो कोविड-19 के समय में भी आप सब आसियान इंडिया हैकाथॉन के लिए एक साथ एकत्रित हुए, आपका अभिनंदन करता हूं और मुझे बहुत खुशी हो रही है।
I welcome all participants to the ASEAN India Hackathon, which was started with the inspiration of Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi. I would like to first congratulate all for successfully completing the first ASEAN India Hackathon. I am very thankful to all ASEAN countries for participating in this first of its kind initiative. For the last 3 days, all 54 teams have worked really hard on 11 problem statements, and I was informed by the juries and mentors that they are really happy with the quality of work done by the participants during this hackathon. In today's testing time of global pandemic, which has posed new challenges as well as opportunities for mankind, it's heartening to see you all connected virtually together for this ASEAN India Hackathon.
हालांकि इस हैकाथॉन की 11 विजेता टीम है, परंतु मेरा मानना है कि आप सभी 11 देशों के छात्र और छात्राओं ने जो इसमें भागीदारी की है, आप सभी विजय के समान हैं। मैं आप सभी की आपकी सक्रिय सहभागिता के लिए आपको बहुत बधाई देना चाहता हूं।
Although the winners of this hackathon are 11 teams, I believe that the participation of all students is a victory. I congratulate all of you for your active participation.
मैं इस अवसर पर नील आर्मस्ट्रॉन्ग के उन शब्दों का उल्लेख करना चाहता हूं जो उन्होंने चांद पर पहला कदम रखते हुए कहे थे, या मनुष्य एक ऐसा छोटा कदम है परंतु मानव जाति के लिए बड़ी छलांग है। उसी तरह यह हैकाथॉन चाहे एक छोटी शुरुआत क्यों न हो, लेकिन मुझे भरोसा है कि यह भविष्य में आसियान क्षेत्र के विकास का मार्ग प्रशस्त करेगा।
Here I would like to take the words of Neil Armstrong, who said when he first landed on the moon, "This one small step for man, but it's a giant leap for mankind." In the same way, this hackathon is the first step, but I'm confident that it will pave the path for future development of ASEAN region.
आप जानते हैं कि आसियान विज्ञान प्रौद्योगिकी नवाचार योजना आपास्ती आसियान देशों के विज्ञान प्रौद्योगिकी और नवाचार को सक्षम बनाता है। उसी के अनुसार आसियान इंडिया हैकाथॉन को आसियान विज्ञान प्रौद्योगिकी और नवाचार योजना के दृष्टिकोण के साथ रेखांकित भी किया गया है।
As you all know, APASTI document envisions ASEAN, which is science, technology, and innovation enabled. The ASEAN India Hackathon is well aligned with the vision of ASEAN Plan of Action on Science and Technology and Innovation, APASTI 2016 to 2025.
भारत आपास्ति के सभी 4 रणनीति क्षेत्रों पर काम करते हुए आसियान देशों को सहयोग प्रदान करने के लिए सक्षम है। पहले सार्वजनिक निजी भागीदारी, हमारे पास दुनिया में बेहतरीन IIT हैं तथा वैश्विक उपस्थिति और ख्याति प्राप्त उद्योग भी हैं जिनका लाभ आसियान क्षेत्र के विकास के लिए किया जा सकता है।
While strengthening the 4 strategic thrust areas of APASTI, we are extending our support to the ASEAN nations. For the first thrust area, which is public-private collaboration, we have the best Indian Institute of Technologies in the world and also industries of global repute and presence, which can be leveraged by ASEAN region countries.
हम ज्ञान योजना के माध्यम से भारत में उच्चतर शिक्षा संस्थानों के साथ अपने जुड़ाव को प्रोत्साहित करने के लिए अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर वैज्ञानिकों, उद्यमियों और प्रतिभाओं के उपयोग को बढ़ावा दे रहे हैं। इस ध्येय को हमने ज्ञान के आवंटन में भी बजट की दृष्टि से 1.6 मिलियन अमेरिका डॉलर सहित दुगना किया है। साथ ही अनुसंधान, पारिस्थितिकी को प्रधानमंत्री रिसर्च फेलोशिप, स्पार्क, स्ट्राइड, इम्प्रिंट और अन्य शोध योजनाओं को भी हम बढ़ावा दे रहे हैं.
For the second thrust area of APASTI, which is talent mobility, people-to-people connectivity and inclusiveness, India has the GYAN scheme. The government of India has the GYAN scheme through which we are tapping the talent pool of scientists and entrepreneurs internationally to encourage their engagement with the institutes of higher education in India, so as to augment the country's existing academic resources. We have also doubled the budget allocation for the GYAN scheme, now which has reached up to $1.6 million. Research ecosystem will also be boosted through schemes like Prime Minister Research Fellowship, Spark, Stride, Imprint and other research schemes.
तीसरे एंटरप्राइजेज सपोर्ट, आत्मनिर्भर भारत में रोजगार सृजन करते हुए सूक्ष्म, लघु और मध्यम उपक्रम के आकार में वृद्धि हेतु सबलता से काम किया जा रहा है. भारत में अब 6.3 मिलियन लघु उद्योग हैं. आसियान देश अपनी अर्थव्यवस्थाओं को बढ़ाने के लिए भारत के संसाधनों का बहुत अच्छी तरीके से उपयोग कर सकते हैं.
For the third thrust area of APASTI, which is enterprise support, India is boosting the 6.3 million small and medium enterprises to grow in size while creating jobs in creating self-reliant India. India is on the path to have the highest number of small, medium and small enterprises. ASEAN countries can very well tap these Indian resources to enhance their economies.
चौथा, जन जागरण का विकास. आसियान और भारतीय समुदाय में नवाचार, पेटेंट और स्टार्टअप के बारे में जागरूकता विकसित करने की आवश्यकता है. हम छात्रों के लिए व्यावहारिक प्रदर्शन प्राप्त करने हेतु इंटर्नशिप के माध्यम और प्रावधान को भी ध्यान में रख रहे हैं. इंटर्नशिप को बढ़ावा देने के लिए यह एक अच्छा विचार है कि हम आसियान देशों और भारत के छात्रों के बीच शिक्षा क्षेत्र में गतिशीलता के लिए एक पारस्परिक कार्यक्रम शुरू करें.
For the fourth thrust area of APASTI, which is public awareness and startup technology and innovation and culturation, India has started this internship program. We are focusing on provisioning of internship for students for getting hands-on practical exposure. In order to foster internships, it is a good idea that India and ASEAN start mutual exchange programs between students of Asian countries and India to have the mobility in the education sector.
हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री के कुशल नेतृत्व में शिक्षा तंत्र व्यापक सुधारों और परिवर्तनों के साक्षी बन रहा है. 4 वर्ष पहले हमने भारत में हैकाथॉन के माध्यम से समस्याओं को हल करने की शुरुआत की. यह सब हमारे स्मार्ट इंडिया हैकाथॉन पहल के साथ शुरू हुआ और अब कई राज्य, शहर, यहाँ तक कि छोटे छोटे शहरों में भी भारत में नवोन्मेषी विचार प्राप्त करने और समस्याओं को हल करने के लिए युवाओं को प्रोत्साहित करते हुए हैकाथॉन का आयोजन किया जा रहा है.
Under the able leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, the education ecosystem is witnessing massive reforms and transformations. In the last 4 years, we have successfully kick-started a culture of solving problems through hackathons in India. It all started with our Smart India Hackathon initiative, and now many states, cities, and even small towns are organizing hackathons to involve youngsters for getting innovative ideas and solving problems in India.
चाहे स्मार्ट इंडिया हैकाथॉन हो, सिंगापुर इंडिया हैकाथॉन हो, ड्रग डिस्कवरी हैकाथॉन हो, टाई हैकाथॉन हो, इन सभी के माध्यम से अनुसंधान और विकास तंत्र को हम लगातार मजबूत कर रहे हैं. आसियान देशों के लिए 1000 PhD फेलोशिप का प्रावधान हो. अब हम आसियान और भारत हैकाथॉन, ये सभी कार्यक्रम भारत द्वारा की गई प्रगति को दर्शाता है. हाल में ही घोषित वार्षिक बजट में हमने आसियान देशों के छात्रों को PhD करने हेतु जो बजट आवंटन को दुगना से भी अधिक 1.3 मिलियन अमेरिका डॉलर कर दिया है, जो हमारी प्रगति का द्योतक है.
Whether it be strengthening the research and development ecosystem through Smart India Hackathon, Singapore India Hackathon, COVID drug discovery hackathon, toy hackathon, the provisioning of 1000 PhD fellowships for Asian countries, or now the Asian Indian Hackathon, all these steps reflect the reforms and transformation that India is seeing today. In the recently announced annual budget, we have more than doubled the allocation for ASEAN PhD fellowships, which is now close to $1.3 million.
मैं इस अवसर पर अपने प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी और उनके मार्गदर्शन और समर्थन के लिए हृदय की गहराई से धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं, जिनके कारण शिक्षा मंत्रालय आसियान देशों के साथ शिक्षा, विज्ञान और प्रौद्योगिकी के क्षेत्र में बढ़ावा देने के लिए सक्षम हो रहा है। हम 34 वर्षों के बाद राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति लेकर के भी आई हैं। मुझे यकीन है कि राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति 2020 के आने से यह संबंध और भी मजबूत होंगे। राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति 2020 में राष्ट्रीय अनुसंधान फाउंडेशन की जो घोषणा हुई थी, उसके लिए इस बजट में 6.8 मिलियन अमेरिका डॉलर स्वीकृति हुई है। इसके लिए भी हम अपने प्रधानमंत्री जी का आभार प्रकट करते हैं।
On this occasion, I would also like to thank the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, for his guidance and support, due to which the Ministry of Education has been able to strengthen the bond of ASEAN countries in the field of education, science and technology. We have come up with a new education policy after 34 years. I am sure that with the coming up of the National Education Policy 2020, this bond with ASEAN will get stronger. The National Education Policy 2020 recommends setting up of a National Research Foundation, and in the recently announced annual budget, we have allocated a sum of $6.8 million to boost the research and innovation culture.
मेरे आसियान देशों के सभी प्रतिभागी छात्र और छात्राओं, इस हैकाथॉन के दौरान मैंने आप सभी के भीतर असीम क्षमताओं का अनुभव किया है। मुझे पता है कि इस हैकाथॉन से जो समस्या आपके सामने रखी गई थी, वो मुख्यतः ब्लू इकोनॉमी और शिक्षा के विषयों से संबंधित थी। हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कहा था कि ब्लू इकोनॉमी आत्मनिर्भर भारत के लिए बहुत अहम है। हम अपने भारत प्रशांत क्षेत्र की ब्लू इकोनॉमी को एक साथ मजबूत करने के लिए कटिबद्ध हैं।
During this ASEAN India Hackathon, I could experience a lot of potential and energy within all of you. I am aware that the problem statements offered in this hackathon are broadly on the theme of blue economy and education. Our Prime Minister has said that blue economy is an important source of Atmanirbhar Bharat, which means a self-reliant India. We are committed to strengthen the blue economy of our Indo-Pacific region together.
मुझे लगता है कि इस हैकाथॉन में सबसे दिलचस्प जो समस्या है वो समुद्री अपशिष्ट का मापन और समुद्री किनारे पर कूड़े अपशिष्ट को कम करना। ये समुद्री अपशिष्ट भारत में ही नहीं बल्कि आसियान देशों के लिए भी एक बहुत बड़ा मुद्दा है। हमें एक साथ यह सुनिश्चित करने की आवश्यकता है कि हम अपनी झीलों, नदियों, समुद्र और महासागरों को स्वच्छ रखें। यह मुद्दा मेरे दिल के बहुत करीब है। 2009 में जब मैं हिमालय की गोद स्थित उत्तराखंड राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री था, तब मैंने एशिया का वाटर टावर कहे जाने वाले हिमालय में पवित्र गंगा और उसकी सहायक नदियों के संरक्षण, सफाई और संवर्धन के लिए एक बहुत बड़े पैमाने पर स्पर्श गंगा का अभियान शुरू किया था और वो आज सफलतम हो रहा है। मुझे खुशी है।
The problem statement on quantification of marine litter is very interesting, as marine litter is a big issue not only in India but in the ASEAN countries as well. Together, we need to ensure that we keep our lakes, rivers, seas and oceans clean. This issue is very close to my heart. In year 2009, when I was the Chief Minister of Himalayan state Uttarakhand, I had launched a massive drive called Sparsh Ganga to clean, strengthen and preserve holy Ganges and its tributaries in the water tower of Asia, the mighty Himalayan region. This exercise has been very successful.
तटीय सुरक्षा से संबंधित समस्याओं पर टीमों ने नवीनतम तंत्र विकसित किया है, जिसमें आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस और उपग्रह चित्रों, शिपिंग मंत्रालय द्वारा प्रदान किए गए विशाल डेटा पर मशीन लर्निंग जैसे नवीनतम तकनीकों का उपयोग किया गया है। इन तकनीकों से तटीय सुरक्षा को और बढ़ाया जा सकता है तथा ये हमारी तटीय सीमाओं को समुद्री लड़ाकू और आतंकवादी हमलों से बचाने में भी मदद कर सकते हैं। मुझे आशा है कि समाधान को हमारे शिपिंग मंत्रालय द्वारा आगे बढ़ाया जाएगा। मैं इस अवसर पर समाधान की उपयुक्तता को देखने और इन युवाओं के साथ प्रस्तावित समाधान को और बेहतर बनाने का अनुरोध करता हूं ताकि ठोस और सार्थक परिणाम निकल सकें।
On problems related to coastal security, teams have developed innovative predictive modeling using latest technologies like artificial intelligence and machine learning approaches on satellite images and huge data set as provided by the Ministry of Shipping. These novel algorithms are expected to further enhance coastal security and may help protect our coastal borders from pirates and terrorist attacks. I hope that this solution could be taken forward by our Ministry of Shipping, and I take this opportunity to request them to look into the appropriateness of the solution and work on it for further improving the proposed solution with these youngsters so that some tangible and meaningful outcomes can be achieved.
मुझे आशा है और बहुत खुशी भी है कि आप इस समस्या के अभिनव समाधान की दिशा में बहुत बढ़ चढ़ करके काम कर रहे हैं।
I am happy that you are all coming up with innovative solutions for the above described coastal security problem.
हमने भारत में अपने प्रधानमंत्री के आह्वान पर स्वच्छ भारत मिशन आरंभ किया। इस आंदोलन में हमने अपने नागरिकों को एक बहुत बड़ा समर्थन और भागीदारी सुनिश्चित की। लोग विभिन्न सामाजिक और डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्मों का उपयोग करके कूड़े को कम करने हेतु तो बड़े पैमाने पर अभियान में सम्मिलित रहे। आसियान इंडिया हैकाथॉन टीमों ने जो समाधान यहाँ प्रस्तुत किए हैं वह विभिन्न मिशनों के संदर्भ में बहुत ही प्रासंगिक हो सकते हैं।
In India, we have started a people's mission of Swachh Bharat, which means Clean India, on the clarion call of our Honorable Prime Minister. This movement has witnessed great support and involvement from our citizens. People are organizing mass drives to clean and report about the location of the litter using various social and digital media platforms. The solutions which ASEAN and India Hackathon teams have presented here could be of great relevance in these missions.
इस हैकाथॉन ने निश्चित रूप से भारत और आसियान देशों के युवाओं के बीच आपसी सहयोग, नेतृत्व एवं कार्य के आदान प्रदान की सुविधा उपलब्ध कराई है। आसियान समूह भारत का चौथा सबसे बड़ा व्यावसायिक साझेदार है, जिसमें लगभग $86.9 बिलियन का व्यापार है। मुझे उम्मीद है कि इस हैकाथॉन की वजह से जल्दी हम $100 बिलियन का व्यापार से भी आगे बढ़ेंगे।
This hackathon has certainly energized the youth of India and ASEAN countries while facilitating exchange of thoughtful ideas, leadership, work, collaboration on projects of mutual significance. The trade between India and ASEAN is the fourth biggest for India, and it is close to $86.9 billion. And I hope this trade will reach $100 billion in the coming future.
मुझे ये भी बहुत खुशी है कि यह जो हैकाथॉन है सांस्कृतिक मूल्यों के एकीकरण के साथ देशों के बीच सहयोग और निर्माण में महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभा रहा है। इस हैकाथॉन के माध्यम से आप सभी ने शांति और सद्भाव के संकल्प के साथ समस्याओं के समाधान को भी निकालना सीखा है।
I also believe that this hackathon has been vital for building collaboration among nations with integration of culture and values. Through this hackathon, you all must have learned to derive solution with resolution to peace and harmony.
इन सब उद्देश्यों के साथ इस हैकाथॉन का एक प्रमुख उद्देश्य हमारे राष्ट्रों को आत्मनिर्भर बनाने हेतु रोजगार सृजन करते हुए सतत विकास के लिए प्रोत्साहन प्रदान करना भी है।
With all these objectives, one of the main objectives of this hackathon has been to encourage working for sustainable development while creating employment to make our nations self-reliant.
आज भारत और आसियान देश अन्य देशों के लिए ऊर्जा, तालमेल और अंतर्राष्ट्रीय सौहार्द और सहयोग का आदर्श उदाहरण बन सकते हैं। यदि भारत और आसियान देशों के मानव संसाधनों और प्राकृतिक संसाधनों का समुचित उपयोग किया जाए तो मेरा मानना है कि मानवता एवं पूरी दुनिया की बेहतरी के कल्याण के लिए नया आयाम खुल सकता है।
Today, India and ASEAN countries have become perfect examples of energy, synergy, and international collaboration for other countries to emulate. If the human resources and natural resources of India and ASEAN countries are properly utilized, then a new dimension will open for the betterment of humanity and the world.
एक बड़े जनसांख्यिकी या लाभांश के साथ साथ विश्व का सबसे बड़ा लोकतांत्रिक देश होने के नाते मुझे यकीन है कि भारत का उदय समावेशी होगा और अन्य सभी देशों को उसका लाभ मिलेगा।
Being the largest democracy of the world with the largest demographic dividend, I am sure that India's rise will be inclusive, which shall benefit all the ASEAN countries.
इसलिए मैं एक बार व्यक्तिगत रूप से भी आप सभी को अभूतपूर्व उपलब्धि के लिए बधाई देना चाहता हूं। मैं सभी से अनुरोध करना चाहता हूं कि इन विचारों को स्टार्टअप उद्यम में परिवर्तित करने की संभावना का पता लगाएं, ताकि इन विचारों को तार्किक रूप से आगे बढ़ाया जा सके।
So once again, I personally congratulate you all for this phenomenal achievement. I also request all to explore the possibility of converting these ideas into startup or ventures so that these ideas can be logically taken forward.
मुझे ये भी निवेदन करना है कि ये आसियान इंडिया हैकाथॉन अब हर वर्ष आयोजित किया जाए। मुझे उम्मीद है कि अगले वर्ष हम फिर से नए अवसरों और संभावनाओं के साथ आगे आएंगे। मैं सभी आसियान देशों के जो जुड़े सभी हमारे शिक्षा मंत्री और विभिन्न मंत्रालयों के मंत्रीगण हैं, अधिकारी वर्ग हैं, हमारे राजदूत गण हैं, मेरे शिक्षा मंत्रालय है, मैं इन सभी के प्रति इस सफल आयोजन के लिए हृदय की गहराई से अभिनंदन करता हूं। आप सबका स्वागत करता हूं। धन्यवाद।
I feel glad to declare that this ASEAN India Hackathon will be held every year. I hope that next year we will again come together and explore more opportunities and new vistas. Thank you all. I congratulate all the excellencies who have attended this meeting, all the ambassadors, all the teaching and the mentors, juries who have attended today's meeting, and I thank you once again.
Thank you so much, Shri Ramesh Pokhriyal ji. आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. Now I would like to invite Professor M.P. Punia, Vice Chairman, All India Council for Technical Education. Sir, please give vote of thanks.
Namaste. Thanks. Successful journey from 1 + 1 = 2. We have started 2 years back. India-Singapore Hackathon, that too in Singapore, then in India, in Chennai, in the presence of Honorable Prime Minister. Now it has become 1 + 1 = 11. And the way country is progressing, the leadership which we are having at the level of Ministry of Education, our dynamic leader, in AICT, Professor Anil Sastribudhe, and Team Abhay Zere, which we are having, probably the target which will be having 1 + 1 + 1, 111, whole world, whole globe will be able to connect, and the dreams Honorable Minister of Education which is having, probably will be able to fulfill. ASEAN India Hackathon 2021 has been a mega and worthwhile event where international participants were participating with unique problem statements. First time ever in the history, such type of an event has been organized by the Ministry of Education and Ministry of External Affairs on a virtual platform. We are really thankful to our Honorable Minister of Education, Shri Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank Sahab, and Minister of External Affairs, Dr. S. Jaishankar, and his entire team for their kind support and guidance for this ASEAN India Hackathon. We are thankful to our international guests, our brothers and sisters, His Excellency Yang Parotmat Dati Seri Sitia Awang Haji Amja bin Haji Suleiman from Brunei, His Excellency Professor Dr. Dayang Azza Jora Haji Suleiman from Brunei, His Excellency Chia Wandet from Cambodia, His Excellency Dr. Im Koch from Cambodia, His Excellency Associate Professor Dr. Fook Simbala Wong from Lao PDR, Her Excellency Datuk Seri Dr. Noreni Ahmed from Malaysia, His Excellency Gregory Obi Onasan from Philippines, His Excellency Lawrence Wong from Singapore, His Excellency Dr. Anet Lauth Mathat from Thailand, His Excellency Soravit Sothifan from Thailand, His Excellency Nguyen Van Phuc from Vietnam. This event would not have been completed without the vision of Chairman AICT, Professor Anil D. Sastribudhe, and continued support from Sri Amit Khare, Secretary, Ministry of Education, Sri Rakesh Ranjan, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Education, Shri Purushottam PS Honorable MOE. Our wholehearted thanks to MOE AICT MIC team, Dr. Abhay Zere, Dr. Mohit Gambhir, and his team for their successful contribution in making this event a grand success. Finally, thanks are due to all our mentors, jury members, nodal centers, and all young talented participants who have participated work day and night continuously for 3 days. It was amazing event. With hope that in future also such type of events will be continued in higher and technical education in line with National Education Policy NEP 2020 announced by the Government of India, so that we'll be able to solve the problems of the society and mankind as a whole. Hope the bonding established between young participants will prove as a strong ambassadorship in time to come among all the countries. Happy and best wishes. Jai Hind.
So this brings us to the grand finale, penultimate minute of the event. Once again, thank you so much everyone for gracing the occasion. Heartiest congratulations to the participants. Thanks to evaluators, jury members, mentors, and all the excellencies, our Honorable Minister Sir. Thank you everyone for joining the occasion. Thank you from India.